Hello and welcome to Coding Pandit. In this video series, we are discussing problem of the day by Geeks for Geeks. So today's problem of the day is to find the length of longest subarray with positive product. So here we are given an array with n integers in it and a positive. We have to find the length of longest subarray with positive non-zero product. So first we need to understand what an subarray is. Let's say we are having an array of length n, then if any of these elements form a set together and these elements should be in consecutive order, then that set of element will be called subarray of the given array, and the length of subarray is always either less than or equal to length of given array. So here we are given an example to explain the problem. So we are given 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Let's draw a new one. That's messy. 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. Yes, and we need to find the length of the maximum. Yes, we need to find the length of longest subarray with positive product and the positive should be non-zero. We should not have zero product. So if we multiply, how we will do this? We will try to multiply or sorry, we don't need the product, so we will not multiply. We will just check for two conditions, that the product should not be zero and it should not be negative. So anything is zero if it is multiplied by 0, and if anything is negative, any integer is a product of integer is negative only if it is multiplied with odd number of negative integers. So we need to keep track of only this thing, and we will obtain the maximum length of the subarray we are having positive product. So how we will do this? We will keep track of here three things. I'll say we will first keep track of a start index. We will keep track of end index of the subarray and number of negatives, and also where the first, yes, just this two. So how we will do this? We will iterate in a loop and we will check for each element in the array. So first we will come across 0, so we will reject it, as if we will take this one, then upon multiplying with any element it will result the product in 0. So we will skip and increment the end. Also we will increment the start index here because it was having 0. So the start index is now pointing to 1 and it is greater than 0. It is greater than 0. So we will increment the end index. So it will now point to the minus 2. It is negative. So we will increment the number of negative to 1, and again we will increment if and again it is negative, so we will increment the number of negatives, that is 2, and we will again increment, and then we will again come across the number of negative and in the negative integer, so we will again increment the number of negative. So in this way we found, and the number the subarray, this one which does not have any zero value in it. So at least we are sure that the product will not be 0. It will according to the number of negatives, we can say the value is here we can say the value is negative. So we need to obtain the positive result from this one. So the subarray will lie in only this. So we need to exclude that one negative, which one is the which was resulting it in negative and so we need to exclude that one negative element which is making the whole sub array negative. That is, up to here we were having positive value. Upon multiplying this, the sub array, the product of sub array become negative, so we need to exclude this part. Likewise, in the second question, here if we come across the first element, so it is negative, so we will increment the end index. Again it is negative, we will increment the end index, and if we came across 0, so we will increment the both of the index to the 1 again here, and we will again increase as it is greater than 1, it is greater than 0, so we will increment end again. That is non-negative. Upon whenever we will come across any non-zero element, then we will increment the end pointer by 1, and if we come across any element which is 0, then we will increment both of the start index and end index to I plus 1, that is the next to the 0 element. And also here we need to keep track of the maximum length of subarray. The maximum length of subarray, so we will initialize it with 0. Maximum length of subarray which is having the positive product. So in this case, let's say here -1, so it is -1, so when it is -1, so we will first do the iteration like we incremented the end index, and we will also increment the maximum. Again we will come when we get this one also negative, we are incrementing both the number of negative also the number of maximum subarray, and we will also the number of negative here, so the number of negative is positive, that is even, so we will keep the track of the maximum as 2. If it was odd, then we would have excluded the element which is making it negative, and we would have kept the length of that maximum subarray. And again upon keeping the 0 part, we came across this part, then again we reset the maximum value to 0, and again we count the maximum length of this part. So how we will do this? Let's start coding. So we will start coding part. Start index to 0. Our first negative counter to -1. Yep. And int max length equal to 0, and we will start iteration here. Int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Yes, so here all conditions come in this loop. So we will first check if the element in array is 0. If it is, we need to skip this part. So how we will skip? We will increment the start index by I plus 1. So start index is now pointing to the element next to 0. First, and we need to also reset the negatives that we have counted so far, because previous one of no use. We are now working on a new subarray, as we skip all the subarrays before 0, including 0 actually. So count will also count of negative is also set to 0, and we need to skip, so we will write continue because we don't want any more conditions to be followed once we counter 0. So now else if we counter with any negative, so in that case we just need to increment the value of negative counted so far, and if the first negative is equal to -1, then we need to set the first negative we just countered with, just encountered, and after this all we will check the count of negatives that we got. If it is divisible by 2, then it is even, that is of our use, so we will use it max function to set the value of max length, that is max length, and the value of the value of negative index which is making it negative minus a start index plus 1. So else if it is odd, then we need to so here we keep the count of the here we kept the count of negative, here we kept the count of negative value which may make the whole product negative, and here we kept the product of a start index, and this I index is the end index which we are incrementing up on every iteration, and this max length is the length of maximum length of sub array. So in case we are having we are not satisfying this value, that is we are not getting any positive product, then in that case it will return 0. So let's compile. Sorry, continue. Oh, sorry, the spelling mistake. Yeah, it compiled successfully, so we can submit the solution. It should pass all the test cases. Yes, it passed. So thank you so much guys. Keep learning, keep coding, improve yourself every day. Peace.